All right, people. It's time to delve in just a little bit deeper about what the fuck I was talking about earlier. I'm gonna make everybody understand. What's the difference between a contracted employee or a simple reviewer? Difference is you sign on a contract, whether it be verbal or whether it be written. Now, if I told you I had 4 physical contracts from 4 different vendors, and I've seen the verbiage and how all this shit works with a lot of these reviewers. There's certain things that you cannot say in your reviews and cannot disclose about you having a contract, exchanging goods and services of monetary value for your reviews. The fact that you have to put out so much content per asset amount of time. Now, you as a consumer, if you know this, that there's people that are being contracted to do reviews in exchange for either money or product, how does that make you feel? Do you trust these people? And the other fucked up part is they don't even really own their fucking content anymore, because their speech is being limited from these contracts. So basically, a lot of these companies, you could call them their employees or you could call them their bitch. Either way, I mean, however you want to fucking put it. It's not much different from multi-level marketing and pyramid schemes from back in the early 2000s. Only thing I think that needs to change, they can do all that. They can pay these people. They can have these contracts. But at the beginning of these videos that are done like that, they need to disclose that to their audience. Because the amount of messages I could show you guys in my inbox from people who have left companies like that, came over to me and started asking me about this reviewer or that reviewer, this reviewer or that reviewer, I'd be like, man, I don't know nothing about these motherfuckers because I don't fuck with them. They felt like they were lied to, like they were misled, and like they were getting fucked over by the shit. And it's not right. It's just not right. No matter how you try to spin it, no matter how some of these reviewers try to spin it, if you're under contract, you are an employee and you have to do what you're told. Because if you don't and you break that binding contract, then they'll drop you. Example, there's a reviewer that just came back to the reviewing community. They got kicked out of one of those programs all because he gave a bad review. Well, guess what? All those reviewers that was supposed to be his homies, his friends, everything else, nobody took up for him. Nobody said a fucking word. Everybody just sat back and they thought, well, damn, I don't want to get cut off too, so I'm just going to sit here and I'm not going to say shit. So is it right for this to be going on? Well, in between those two parties, that's fine. But you need to disclose it to the community and to the customers and to everybody out here instead of doing it in the dark and hiding and dancing around the whole conversation about it. Because it's dishonest. Nobody, when I was a reviewer, could get me to sign no motherfucking contract. Even if they offered me fucking $800 to do a review and they told me that I couldn't say this or I couldn't say that or I couldn't do this or I couldn't do that. Motherfucker, I can't be bought. Why let somebody take over your content and tell you what you can say, what you can't say, what you can do, what you can't do, and what you have to do on your channel in order to uphold your side of the contract. That's weak and it's lame. And people that have messaged me have almost lost hope in most of the review community because they feel like it's a joke and they feel like it's a hack at this point. So all I'm saying is, if stuff keeps happening like that, customers keep getting pissed off, the more and more messages I get, the more and more I think about releasing these contracts to the public in a video. It wasn't shit to get those motherfucking shits in a PDF format or even screenshots of them. So all I can tell everybody is the time for change is now. Be honest, be upfront, tell the truth, tell the whole truth. Don't beat around the bush. Don't have these folks out here thinking that you doing this with your own money when you're not. Shit's not fair. There's a lot of people out here who can't even afford products, who don't have platforms. Now, as far as I go, like, I help anybody out that I can, especially my customers. If one of my longtime customers was to hit me up out the blue and email me and say, hey man, I am very, very low this month. I can't afford to spend no money. Can you send me a package out? I do it. I do it. And that's where I draw my line in the sand. Because these reviewers out here, most of them are perfectly capable of buying their own product. So why would I just give out free product for endless fucking reviews when I could help somebody that's really in need? You guys think about this shit. Think about what you're doing. And think about what'll happen if I do decide, when I decide to put these contracts out here and show everybody. I'm just drawing a line in the sand. It's just me standing on business and me doing things the way I think they need to be done. And if don't nobody like that, then I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. You can disagree with me. You can cry about it. You can jump up and down, stomp your feet, whatever you need to do to make yourself feel better and help you sleep at night. But we're going to touch on this some more this week. We're going to go even deeper into this thing about these fucking contracts. These mosquitoes are eating me alive out here in my garage. I feel like I'm being fucking attacked. But anyway, hope everybody has a good night. This is a late video, but one that I thought that I needed to do tonight while everything was fresh on my mind and I was thinking about it. Everybody have a good week. Later, y'all.